Hello.
Bro, I'll do the first question. I guess that's what I'm doing now. So, obviously it didn't go your way. Now that you've had a chance maybe to watch it back, I don't know if you've watched it back or not, or you've allowed it to set in. What are your thoughts on how the decision went? Just kind of give us your thoughts.
What do you mean, what way? It went my way tonight. I won tonight. Fuck the judges. One judge gave her all 5 rounds. That's the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard. I won that fight. I believe that wholeheartedly. The only cut on my face is from a headbutt. She might have busted my nose up a little bit. She did land some clean shots. I had a blast in there though. At the end of the day, the crowd, how loud the crowd was, the arena, the arena, Dia, no. My family's head is fucked, so excuse them. But the arena, she ain't shit. She didn't say the fight. Let's let it go. Let it go.
Gina.
He said.
We'll go ahead and we're going to welcome Gina up here as well. We'll have Gina over here on this other side as well for intriguing purposes. But go ahead, bro. Finish.
Yeah, to have my family there, to have so many supporters. I had so many people come up to me tonight and tell me how much they loved the fight. Obviously, we got fight of the night. The crowd was roaring. There was blood everywhere. Neither one of us were willing to step back and to let anything off. I don't think we stopped at all in this fight, and this is what I'm here for, is these wars. Yes, I'm beautiful. Yes, I'm feminine. Yes, I can sell the shit out of my OnlyFans, out of any fight, whatever you want to say, but I work my ass off in the gym, and I come to fight, and I put on a show every single time I step inside there. The big ups and thank you to Dean Toole, Jorge Masvidal, Gamebred Productions, Gamebred Boxing, Ian, Levi, Devin Adams, everybody in the back, AC, if I forgot anybody, Nick. They are absolutely incredible from start to finish. They treat me so well. I am so blessed and honored to be a part of this organization, so I just want to give a big thank you to all of them.
We got Gina up here, so Gina, if you want to just kind of to react to what you just heard. Obviously, I kind of saw your emotions a little bit as she said a few things there early on. Just kind of give me your reaction to basically what she's saying and how the fight went.
I mean, at the end of the day, judges are paid to judge, and I came there to fight, and the one thing that she said is she's like, I'm not going to back up, and I felt like I backed her up quite a bit. Whatever. At the end of the day, I felt like I won. I felt like I won most of the rounds. I would give her a couple rounds, but I'd have to watch it back. At the end of the day, I just really enjoyed my time there. I love fighting. I love fist fighting. I love doing this, and I had a great time out there, and you're a great opponent to bring out the best in me. And I'm happy to be here, and I all the time, sometimes you don't see it how the judges see it, but at the same time, we were in there, so we feel different things, we see different things, but I do feel like I won, but thanks for the fight. It was wonderful.
And all right, so any questions we have out here for either Pearl or Gina or for both?
Yeah, I kind of have a question for both of you guys. So the press conference was a little chippy, a little passive-aggressive. Then at weigh-ins, the handshake didn't happen. Then you guys got to fight. You guys seem like you settled a little bit there. Is it still beef in the air now, or how does that work?
So for me, I am not a professional at shit talking. I'm not a professional at being mean. I'm not a professional at disrespecting people. I come here to fight, and the thing is like, I would not be here without Pearl. And what I wanted to say yesterday is I tapped her on the shoulder and said, hey, let's have some fun tomorrow. And she completely ignored me and snubbed me, which is fine. Maybe that's her jam to get her pumped up. You do your thing, girl. But that's just not how I roll. I believe in respecting. I mean, we're females in a male-dominated sport. Like, we're here together. Let's do this together. And, if you don't want to roll like that, that's fine. But we fought, and it is what it is.
Same question to you, Pearl.
She tried to shake my hand after she ate a fruit roll up in my face. I don't play that shit. I'm not cute. I'm not fake. So after she did that disrespectfully, damn right I don't have anything to say to her. And one thing that I do agree with, she's right, she wouldn't be here without me. I sold the shit out of this fight, and she came, and she is right, I do agree with her. We had a great night in there. It was fun. I don't regret any second inside that ring with her. She brought her A game, I brought mine, but the rest of it, no one would be watching without me. That's realistic here. No one would have paid attention. I sold the shit out of this fight. I put my own media tour together this week for myself, and that's what I do. This is who I am. I am an entertainer, and I am also a fighter. It's part of the game. I love this shit, and yes, I'll wear another fruit roll-up at the next press conference.
The promotion for this fight was really, Scott, one more. The promotion for this fight was really big. Obviously, you guys did really well promoting it on social media. You guys did really well boxing. The whole Pfizer Forum was electric when you guys were fighting. Gina, do you have any interest in giving Pearl a rematch?
For sure. Let's go. I mean, I'm down for whatever. I mean, yeah, I love fighting. Like, I love fighting her. It was great, and I think there's a lot of things that I could have done differently. I think I definitely fought her a little bit more emotionally in the first 2 rounds. Then I felt like I was getting my swag in the last 4. But, you know, yeah, for sure. If that's what she wants, then that's what she can get.
Question?
Because it is. It's all in my hands. I wouldn't mind fighting her, sure. You know, I didn't fight a smart fight tonight. I didn't go out there and utilize my boxing skills, my boxing IQ, my footwork, my head movement. I didn't fire any counters. I just wanted to go in there and go to war. And she brought it. She came forward. I came forward, and I loved it. And all my fight IQ and that shit went out the window. And I just wanted to fight. And you know, it was amazing to hear the crowd, to obviously why I'm up here, because it was fight of the night. It was worth it, you know, it was worth it to me to go out there and brawl and fight.
Yep. Oh. Go ahead. You can go ahead. Just with, guys, both of you, to question to both of you, yeah, Anthony Pettis and his hometown, Roy Jones Jr. on the card, Jose Aldo's like 5 future UFC Hall of Famers on it, but you guys were the fight of the night. I would just love your take on what you guys, are you proud of it? How good do you feel on it? And where are you guys at with just being the fight of the night of this great show?
At the end of the day, when this passes and I'm done and I've moved on to my next phase of my life, this is one of these fights that I can go back to. I'm an hour away from my hometown. My nieces were there, my family was there. My nieces were the first that I embraced and hugged after this. And it was huge for me because they watched this, you know, emotional war out there between me and her, and it was bloody and it was gory in the crowd. But then they had to come back to the room with me after the decision was called, and it was very important for me for them to see that, because this is reality, this is life. You don't always win. You don't always get what you want or what you think you deserve, and you just have to learn how to roll with the punches, you know, and come back better. And it doesn't take away, and I told my nieces, when you fail, it doesn't take away from the progress that's made, the work that's been put in. You just keep going. And one of our quotes that we have between my nieces, my nephew, and me is, as long as I don't stop trying, I'll never fail. And so for me, this was a very monumental moment for them to see, to witness all of it, from start to finish. So yeah, this is going to go down in my book as one of my favorite fights, regardless of the outcome. And I think that everybody tonight really enjoyed the fight as well.
Yeah, on that note, honestly, after the fight, I wasn't sure how it was going to go, because it's very obvious that Pearl is very favored, and Pearl is, you know, she's the jam. So I thought it was going to be an opportunity where the judges were going to fuck me, which is, you know, whatever. It wouldn't be the first time, definitely won't be the last time. But in my mindset, after the fight was done, I raised my hands. I was just proud and grateful. I was like, at the end of the day, win or lose, that was one of the funnest fights of my life, and this is one of the best. This has been one of the coolest experiences, just fighting in a ring and us going toe to toe. And there was a point in the ring where we're both bleeding. We both smiled at each other, and like I felt like, I mean, I don't have any genuine beef with you, but in that moment, I felt very connected to you, and I felt like that was just something that fighters. It's a very rare experience that you don't really ever get to experience, but we got to feel it tonight. Like, we were both bleeding from our faces, and we looked at each other and we smiled, and we're like, God, we're crazy. And you know, then we kept punching each other in the face. It was just really cool. So win or lose, I was just really grateful. It was just so much. It was so much fun. like a lot of people said, it's the fight of the night. One of the best fights they've ever seen. I've heard multiple people say it's one of the best female fights they've ever seen. So it's awesome. It was great.
Gina, you mentioned that this fight, or rather being a female in a male-dominated sport, that brings its challenges in a way. Do you feel like this, though, is being fight of the night and kind of coming in with that mentality, that kind of proves and adds something, being a fight of the night, and it's two females that are putting it all out there and making it such a great, entertaining thing? I mean, the entire crowd was on their feet after the fight.
To be fair, I knew that this fight was going to be like this. My sweet mother, I was like, Mom, it's just a boxing fight. Like, it's going to be like hard sparring. And like FaceTime her afterwards, I'm bleeding from my face. And you know, it's not like that. But I knew it wasn't going to be like that with Pearl, because I know she wants this. I know she works hard. I know she puts the work in. But I also want this. I work hard. I also put the work in. So it's going to, you know, we're literally going to clash heads. And, you know, yeah, so it was great. It was awesome.
And Pearl, you know, it seems like there's still a little bit of tension and animosity in some ways, but at the same time, it's when these two different perspectives coming from two different places and coming together to fight, it results in something like this that is fight of the night material. Is that kind of still a takeaway from you in a positive note of this being like, hey, this is a person that when we go toe-to-toe, it's fireworks?
Yeah, I mean, there's no animosity. I'm fiery. I'm a Latina, and I'm from the hood. So this is just my personality and who I am. I won tonight, and I don't think anything else. But yeah, it was a great fight. It was fun. If you see, I fight. This is how I fight, and these are the only fights I really want. At this point, I don't have to fight anymore. I have so many other ventures and avenues that I've created for myself that fighting isn't really what I have to do today, and I'm very fortunate for that, but I love to fight. There is nothing that I love more than what I just did tonight. Inside of a ring, blood, crowd, like this is what I live for. And so at this point in my career, these are the only kind of fights I want. I want wars. I want exciting fights. Yeah, it was awesome that I got that. That's exactly what I came here for tonight.
All right, I think we're good, guys. All right, thank you to both ladies, guys, Pro Gonzalez and Gina Mazany.